Hey guys, this is David with Great Choice Audio Video. Hey, today's video is about security cameras. And there's so many different types of cameras in the market today. And we want to show you just a few, some regular type cameras and some specialty type cameras. Now, when it comes to cameras, we feel that if you're gonna have a camera, have one that actually looks good day and night. So we tend to stay away from what we call the convenience store cameras. To us, we feel like there's no reason to have a camera if you actually need to use it in a unfortunate circumstance and you go to review the footage and you cannot make out if it's boy, girl, race, anything. And so we feel that to have a great camera is so important. Now we do mix and match cameras for different locations. Let's say around the house, you may do a little bit better camera in areas that's most important, and a little lesser camera, but still good quality cameras. So that being said, a majority of the time we're doing 2 megapixel cameras, 4 megapixel cameras, 5 megapixel cameras, 6 megapixel, and up to 8 megapixels. So it really depends on how far and how good you want the picture. So let me show you a few here that if you were just doing a regular camera to point one direction, you have your typical dome type of camera, and that's the one camera I don't have here today to show you guys. And we're using all HikVision cameras in this demo. So it's not really a demo, but just going over a review of different types of cameras. We've had great luck with HikVision. We've used them for several years now, and we've gone through a lot of different cameras over the years. And to be honest, we've had the least amount of issues with HikVision, and for the money, it's the really, really nice quality. So that's one reason why we use them. So, and we always use wired cameras. I know some of you guys always ask about wireless cameras, and unfortunately, there are some times because somebody didn't run wires before and thought, oh, we'll just do a ring or a nest. I mean, those are options. But again, guys, if you look at any of our videos, we always recommend wired cameras or wired anything. So here we go. So the first camera I'm going to show you is what they call a turret camera. T-U-R-R-E-T, turret. Now, it does not have a dome, but it's very similar to a dome, but also obviously without the dome. But it's also very similar to a bullet camera. But you have your lens, and then you have your IR sensor right here. So this is a great camera, especially at night, because there's no dome for any kind of reflections or anything like that. It's still fairly small. This is actually a 4 megapixel camera, so this is a very, very nice camera, and it gives you a lot of ability to maneuver around. This is your ring, and then you can actually maneuver. If you loosen these bolts here or these nuts around here, you can actually tilt this up and down, and then swivel it left and right. But of course, these are tightened down, so I can't swivel it. But when you do loosen those up, you can swivel it and aim it exactly where you want it. So this is a great solution. Put these a lot of times front porches, back porches, underneath the soffit, aiming at different parts of the house. So great solution right here. Another type of camera is your typical bullet camera. Now these have been around for a very, very long time, and they've gotten better and better. And they come in different megapixels as well. They 2, 4, and even 8 megapixels. So depending on the look you're going for or the performance, depends on the style of camera. And now this camera has your IR LEDs around the edge. Now you don't get the reflection that you would from a possible dome. Now not all domes give you reflections from the dome, depending on the type of IR LEDs that's inside. So, but these do give you a nice picture. It just, if you like the look of a particular bullet underneath the soffit, and then you try to loosen it up and aim it, turn it, and that sort of thing. But these come in different sizes, of course. This is a very small one. This is only 2 megapixel. But yeah, like I said, they do come in 4 and even up to 8. And 8 is pretty large. So we really don't do a lot of bullets. For some reason, most people kind of go away from the bullet look. They like the turrets or the domes. It's majority of the cameras that we do today. So, but you can put these about anywhere too. Now, we're going to get into 2 specialty cameras. So, let's say you only have one Cat 6 available. Or you just want to use one Cat 6, but you want to be able to see 2 different directions. Well, HikVision has a solution. And this is from the PanaView series. This is super, super cool. Super small, but it's vented. So you can see that, guys. It's vented on the back side. And we have an enclosure that mounts to the back of this to a little small arm. This will hang off the house. And what's cool about this is it has 2 cameras. So one could be aiming one direction. The other one could be aiming the other direction. And here's the really cool part. One Ethernet cable. One Cat 6 connection is all we need to run these 2. Now, when you're putting this into your NVR, even though it's one Cat 6, it still takes up 2 channels because it is 2 separate cameras. But it's still pretty cool. So a great solution for an area that you only have one Cat 6 available or Cat 5 and you want to be able to see 2 different directions, or you just want to run one and have 2 cameras. So great solution right here, guys. And we're actually installing these I believe next week, these specialty cameras. So we'll try to get you guys some footage of what that looks like. So now the last camera I'm here to show you guys is the Fisheye. So we're actually installing this into a house. So they have a big open area and they want to see pretty much 360 of the room because there's doors on all sides of the room. And then they want to put multiple cameras and they only have a way to get one wire to it. So guess what? This is a great solution. It's a fisheye camera. But what's really cool about this is that it sees a 360 view that we can split several different ways through the NVR. Stitching images together, pulling them apart. We get a lot of flexibility inside the NVR of what we can do with this camera, which is super, super cool. And again, guys, what's really cool is one cable is all we need to run this. One cable. But like the PanaView, even though it's using one cable, this one is taking 4 channels on the NVR because it's like having 4 cameras because it's seeing a 360 view of an entire room. And this is a 6 megapixel camera. And I didn't mention on the PanaView, this is a 5 megapixel camera. So higher resolution. And we have higher resolution when you're going for playback or you're trying to zoom in. You're not going to have, your resolution is going to be much, much higher, much clearer. The lower the resolution, the lower the megapixel, when you try to zoom in on far distances, it's going to give you a very pixelated look. So remember that, guys, when you're buying cameras. So hopefully I've answered any questions you may have about cameras. We get tons and tons of questions about cameras because they feel like one camera over the other is the same. I just need a camera. So I'm here to show you that there's many, many different types of cameras, many types of performances. But again, back to what I said at the beginning, if you're going to get a camera, you might as well get one that's actually going to perform well. So when you do need to use it or look back, it's going to actually help. So again, guys, we thank you for watching. Please subscribe, make any comments down below. And until next time, we'll see you guys. Have a great one.